YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rowdy, and we back again with another vid. So I'm here sharing this information with y'all because it's juicy, man. Listen, so apparently next week, January 19th, TikTok will be getting shut down, and the reason is because some kind of national security risk. So apparently, if you do not know, that a lot of people who utilize these social media platforms, you have to put certain amounts of information and a lot of data. Apparently, the security around TikTok isn't as secure, and they're sharing the data with Chinese based. TikTok is Chinese based. Anyway, so China is kind of controlling the information. They're seeing the data, and truth be told, they could be sharing it. Bottom line is, it's not safe to utilize TikTok in its entirety. So right now, Congress is having a battle right now that they may be going dark in January 19th, which is literally a week from today. So because of that, if you want TikTok, I suggest you find something different to do. But anyway, we got a video to react to kind of get some more information out there so we have a better understanding. So with that being said, without further ado, let's get to it.
TikTok could be decided at any moment. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments over this new law to ban the app by January 19th because of national security concerns. The law would require the Chinese parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, to divest itself, or the platform would go dark. NBC5's Jen Shantz on the story for us. She's here now to explain what this means for everyday people. Jen?
Well, there's a lot to unpack, Allison. Let's start with what this means for everyday users like you at home. While nothing is certain yet, should the law that bans TikTok take effect, if you have the app on your phone, it's not going to magically disappear overnight, nor are you legally required to delete it. But the app stores won't have updates, which over time will affect how the app operates, and no new users will be able to download it either. It's likely people may attempt workarounds like a virtual private network, or VPN, where users can appear to be in a different geographic location, or for Android users, side loading. That's getting the app from somewhere outside of Google's Play Store, but there's risks to that, and it's rather technical. As all of this unfolds in the high court, content creators are bracing for whatever.
That's what I was about to say. A lot of people utilize TikTok to make money and for fame and clout and stuff like that. There's people who utilize that to reach certain points that now they're famous. So now that TikTok's gone, it's akin to when Vine shut down. Not for the same reason, but the idea is the same. So hopefully, these people will be able to continue to make money, and hopefully they didn't just utilize TikTok as their sole source of income and stuff like that. But just like anything else, jobs do shut down, and sometimes you just got to go and find something better. So hopefully nobody is, hurt by this per se, but I guess we'll see.
It means a loss of revenue for sure. It means a loss of 160,000 people that follow me for recommendations and just entertainment.
Chicago-based lifestyle content creator Jen White posts everything from travel reels.
A day in my 40-something life traveling solo in Paris.
And that right there is why TikTok should be shut down. Why do we need to see what you're vlogging about as a 40-something-year-old?
Since starting just before the pandemic, much of her reach now benefits local Chicago businesses. With a possible ban on the horizon.
Every time I see another influencer creator, it's what are we going to do? What's your plan? How are you going to handle this?
Those people are going to have to quickly figure out how to shift their operations.
It's something Jen is already doing, hoping her followers will migrate to other platforms like Instagram or YouTube. There's evidence that's already happening. But the brand deals and income as a creator on TikTok would go away. If a ban were to take effect, how long before content goes dark?
So the answer is not simple, and some amount of time might be required.
Northwestern University professor V.S. Subramanian says to think of this like a pipe. From your phone, you request information from TikTok whenever you watch videos.
And flowing down from the other side, either in response to a request from me, or of their own volition, there's data coming from the TikTok side to my phone. If that pipe is removed or kind of blocked in the middle, then this flow cannot happen.
A preliminary decision by the High Court could come at any time. The justices today did not appear convinced by TikTok's free speech arguments, but there's still uncertainty over exactly how they'll handle the case.
A lot of people are creating posts on TikTok to say, hey, I'm on the other apps and you should follow me there. And I haven't done that yet, but I think it's time to do it like today.
I think it's kind of ironic that nobody's fighting the fact that Congress is doing what they're doing, because now that shows how realistic the situation is. It's not so much that it's a thing that they're just trying to remove from us. This is actually a security risk. They're sharing data, private data of the people who utilize it. The millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions even, who utilize this are at risk, especially in the US, which is why this is happening. But I do like the fact that they're not fighting, they're not protesting, they're not trying to, boycott, certain other, things so that TikTok will be able to be back on the forefront. They're utilizing some common sense and saying, you know what, we're going to go from this app and share through other apps. That way we can make revenue through these other apps. Common sense. I feel like, they should utilize YouTube very well, That's a little plug-in, you feel me, Shout out YouTube.
If the law banning the app is upheld and takes effect on January 19th, that is one day before President-elect Donald Trump takes office. Trump has asked the Supreme Court to temporarily block the law.
So the businessman that Trump is, I feel like what he's probably going to do is try to work out a deal with China and kind of figure out how, if you're going to continue to use TikTok, how can we monetarily benefit? Maybe he'll put a tariff on it. Who knows? And I feel like those are the ideas that are still looming, and while we haven't seen some huge news about it right now today. But again, until they get everything organized, or if they were to sign it next week, you will literally have 7 days. You will still be able to update. You won't have to worry about being able to download and stuff like that. So I mean, TikTok will still be functioning. It just won't be as, interactive as it is now in the future, because like she said, you won't be able to update, you won't be able to download it. And there are certain points where those things are important so that the app can function, the functionality of the app, as she said. So anyway, if you're on TikTok, I would suggest you find a different, mode for your entertainment. If you're making money on TikTok, likewise. But, fingers crossed. The worst that could happen is, they decide that this doesn't work out and it does shut down, but you can still utilize it. The question is, can you upload on there, or can you post videos? Would you still be able to make money? So, I mean, if it's shut down, I feel like, in short, probably not. But everybody will find a loophole for something. So, at the end of the day, we just gonna have to wait and see what the future has to hold for us. Anyway, that's your video. It's your boy Rowdy, and I do appreciate you guys watching, sitting here, and allowing me to deliver this information. If you want more content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one. All right.